sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline.
It's week 18 of the NFL, and everyone's watching Jackson Smith-Njigba. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Seahawks and the Saints, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
From a city that has hosted 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, their head coach has got to believe it in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from the Superdome.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And it felt like it watching the game tape. He got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you talk about this Seahawk defense,
they're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Back to throw.
That pass completed to Deutsch.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll look to throw again.
There's Chris Olave.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now they'll shift things around.
Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Alvin Kamara, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Barker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. So that an 8-play drive, it spans 75 yards. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run.
This taken in right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And leading the charge, their lefty QB.
And what a performance in his last game. A couple of touchdown passes, that was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Brian Brzee fought in and got him down.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Flushed out right.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And this drive was almost over before it began. Thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rip, and they get off the field.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On the return, Dortch. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here 1st and 10.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
Still 2nd down.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he is going to have the Saints first down by a couple of yards as they get 5 there on 4th and 3.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 7 yards in to pick up there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Kamara up the middle. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Tackled that time by Derek Hall. 2nd down and 8.
Now they'll they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He gets it left side of Johnson.
And the Saints are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And they'll try the option on first and goal.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Kamara is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara,
his 104th career touchdown, 1 shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Saints lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Extra point by Booker is on target.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Walker.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. 2nd and 13.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunky yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Smith will stay out there. The offense is going to go here on 4th down. Out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Kamara trying the right side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And what they do know is that they'll be playing at home come January, at least for one game, as they have locked up the NFC West.
And everyone wants that top spot partner. We know that because that guarantees you home field advantage throughout the playoffs. But whether or not that's in the cards or not, you have to be impressed with how this team is playing. Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And that'll be incomplete.
While incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. On first and 10, Smith. Flush to his right.
He completes this to Walker.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Now Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Play action. It's Smith. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. He'll decide to keep this once more.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Brings up second down at the 16-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perry. Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They take a shot downfield there, but it lines up falling incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Take it at the 37. There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. 63 yards on the punt return score.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and it just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And Kamara's going to have a Saints 1st down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Perry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
Cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken in at the 11. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
Well, the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Throwing is Smith. Steps away. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Smith now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Geno now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Okay, so he stepped foot out of bounds. Charles came back in first to touch it, and they got him for a legal touching.
Yeah, and you know it doesn't matter either, Brandon. Catch it, don't catch it. If you're the first to touch it, that's going to draw a flag.
And they'll run for it. It's Walker. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. Saints will have the football back. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete to Olave on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Now a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Smith going to move him around. Now Geno. That is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Geno. Rolling to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On the move to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Well, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And that one getting close to halftime with the Falcons out in front. 3 touchdown passes there for Desmond Ridder. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Jordan Love with a couple of touchdown tosses. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they trail the visiting Buccaneers as that game has gone to the half. Chris Godwin, a touchdown catch in that first half. We just watched a solid first half from the veteran running back, Alvin Kamara. He was running with a purpose as he found the end zone 3 times in that first half. And that opposing defense had better come up with a scheme for slowing him down. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us? And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
And the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far. Did you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one?
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Smith escaping the pressure right. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Walker with another carry. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are we going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Shifts past him. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 68 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Now a play fake here on first down. And the catch made by Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down, and will.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Again, it's Johnson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Now they send a running back in motion right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Off of play action. Here's Smith. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they pulled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
A repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now Gino on first down. Flushed out right. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Noah Fant from 19 yards away.
And the Seahawks will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
Now the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A give for Walker running right.
A nice little juke. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
Touchdown! Jackson Smith-Njigba.
28 yards.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Reek Woolen.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
75 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Dancing to his left. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I'll let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Walker once more.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker
with another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
And the Seahawks stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Perry.
And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
89 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner.
Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up.